Me and my brown loaders be rolling.
Hey.
Yes, we're officially rolling. Hello. How are you? You, right? Yes, you. Of course I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. They always, remember that? They say that in radio. This is a little insight to the industry again, everybody. We're going to kick this one off with, they say when you talk on the radio, don't say, hi, everyone.
Oh, hi, guys.
And hi, guys. You should address one person.
One person.
And they say you should picture one person,
Yeah.
one typical listener, and talk to that person. You never do. You end up saying, all right, everyone, all right, how's it going?
No.
Big shout out to everyone listening right now. You do that. You do.
No, the very good people don't do that.
No, you're right. And that's why I was saying at the start of this podcast, because I'm a very good person, Kedge, right, is how are you? To my one listener, because it helps that we've only got one.
Yes,
so that's always good. No, I'm kidding. But I just hope you're all good and hope we're well, and a happy Pod Thursday to you. This is it. Official Thursday is Brownload Day. And Kedge, talking of brownness, when you walked in, no word of a lie. Saw what I was making.
Yeah,
I was making sausage rolls.
Yeah,
veggie sausage rolls
veggie
for you,
sausage roll,
which you didn't eat.
No, I didn't, and that's why I'm still sitting here with an empty plate in front of me.
Plate, right? And me and Satch.
It's like I'm waiting for maybe Bhagwan might.
No, don't even
Bhagwan from the clear roof up there.
The veggie sausage roll Bhagwan has served up over there, and but you didn't want to have a go.
God was good.
See, our Sachin, how nice are they?
Yeah, they were lovely.
And I don't do anything. It's just the Richmond veggie sausages wrapped in pastry, brushed with milk, no egg even.
Yeah,
lovely. Vegan. Would that be vegan?
What's that?
Milk?
No,
because
you
don't have
butter
milk
in
on
it.
it. Butter in the pastry. More veggie anyway.
Yeah,
pure veggie. But what I was going to say was, while I was rolling out the pastry, you walked in. You look brown. Seriously,
do I?
You look like you caught the sun.
Look brown.
Yeah.
Do I? Have I finally made it and look brown?
No, I don't mean you look. I'm sorry. What I mean is you look browner.
Oh, browner.
Sorry. Yeah. So I mean.
Well, we are the Brownload.
Yeah, I know. But have you you
I think.
been out and about?
Well, because I was on the weekend.
Your skin looks good. I'm not just saying. I'm looking at your cheeks right now. Look at his cheek skin there.
Is it good?
It's a nice bit of skin.
It's a nice bit of skin.
It looks like clean skin.
He's not used to showing off those cheeks.
Good condition skin. Like you've got a new product maybe that
Oh,
you want to endorse?
no new product.
Or perhaps Satch does. Satch, you want to mention your products?
Oh, it's
L'Oreal.
I'll tell you something
KFC cream.
I'll tell you something about skin. I've been told to put on sun cream every day.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah.
As in you should wear it
every day. Because of UV light.
Oh, just in general?
I never knew that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
regardless of it being sunny or not.
Regardless of it being sunny,
you
have to. You should wear it every day.
And you know the factor 50 and all of that.
Yeah.
You know why it has those numbers?
50 times how much longer you can spend in the sun.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
but I got told to put on a factor 50, and it was like a daily thing.
Oh, wow.
And I've been using that.
So just do it as your cream. So what's your secret, Kedge?
The secret is that I was out on the weekend doing another one of those assault course things, but this time it was in the water. It was in the lake.
Honestly, I reckon that's it.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
if you're sweating and running and going through natural dirty water, my wife said it because we did the nuclear races.
Oh, yeah.
She said, no word of a lie. She goes, that the next day, 2 days later, when she washed her hair, she goes, it felt thicker, it felt better.
Well, I was in there
with
with seaweed and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was that. It might have been afterwards when I was just lying down and just like trying to, sort of recover. But there was a nice bit of sun, so I thought maybe that might have been it.
I reckon that's it.
I think it's the water and then the sun hitting your face and it's giving you more of a brown tinge.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, you're browning up the brown load, and actually that means you're right because you said the heat wave was coming. That's it.
And yeah,
you got it. Oh, I don't know. Did he? Or did he say there's another heat? I'm getting mixed up. He says it all the time.
No,
heat wave coming. I think he says it in his sleep.
He said that there was going to be a heat wave. And I'm sorry, but today feels like autumn.
Yeah, the heat wave was supposed to arrive last week. Slight delay on it. It's like, when you get one of those sort of...
Sorry, what's going on here? Now all of a sudden he's talking like, I've just spoken to the delivery driver.
Yeah, it's like an Amazon delivery.
Slight delay.
It's coming next week.
So the latest is that...
So
do not feel...
Who are you?
Yeah, don't give us your prediction. What happened? What went wrong? Tell us what
went wrong is that
there
was low pressure coming in that wasn't supposed to be there, and so it just messed up the heat wave prediction that I had given on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. But have no fear, because bank holiday. It's going to be the last hurrah. That is it.
Okay, so the end of August.
End of August, that bank holiday weekend will be, and then that maybe going into that first week of September will be the last hurrah. That is it now.
Nah, I think he's wrong.
What, you think this is it?
Yeah, because we always get an Indian summer.
That's true, and I've read that in the last couple of weeks that there is an Indian summer coming, which means a warm September. Basically,
yes,
that's
what does that mean? And before that, continuing on from last week, That needs to be cancelled as well.
What does?
It does need to be cancelled.
What
do you
is
mean? An
Indian summer?
That's implying that they come late because Indians turn up late, so the
Maybe,
summer turned up
and
late.
also it's colonial, based on all of that kind of
can't
thing because
believe
they're out in
Indians
India
are
and
not at all.
maybe it was still warm in September. Wow, this must be an Indian summer.
No, I think because summers are longer, it's a warmer country. And you imagine when the English came back, they went, "Oh, it's still warm in September. It's like the Indian summer because it's like it
well,
keeps
then
on
cancel
going."
it.
Well, cancel it.
No, then cancel anything that's just could be remotely Indian.
I don't think we should. I like that phrase, Indian summer, because I feel like it belongs to us.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone's ever experienced it.
Well, technically, it's not Indian food because it's all made here. All the food
Yeah.
that you
Well,
actually,
that's what we spoke about.
where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
So a slight delay on the heat wave. That's okay. We can handle that. And I got to say, slight delay on. Sorry, you might have noticed that just before you bring it up.
Yeah.
My fridge freezer is still in the front garden.
I didn't even know. It's just become part of the bushes now.
It's
the
there.
ivy's growing around it.
And I want to say that because obviously I was backing into the driveway today. The fridge was out. To be careful of that. Yeah. Your bush went into my car.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Through the window.
I haven't trimmed it in a while.
Your bush came through the window.
You're doing that on purpose. So it covers the fridge.
Yeah, I think
a little bit.
Nearly went in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
In my bush. But I've just, what it is? It's all with all the sunshine and rain it's been getting recently.
Right.
It makes it just boost up a little
Overgrow.
bit. No, I was trying to say the fridge is still there. If you remember, we had a big palaver trying to get the fridge freezer out.
Fridge
of the house.
update.
And Kedge was supervising brilliantly from a distance.
Thank
while
you.
Me and Satch did all the heavy work. Got it into the front garden. This is about 4 weeks ago now. I tried to get someone to book to take it away. No one could come. Then the council came and they went, "No, we don't take American fridge freezers. We only take normal ones." I said, "Oh, great. You should have told me that one before." Then a listener got in touch and said AO.com. I booked AO.com.
And?
They were booked today. I got a text saying, "We're really sorry. He hasn't got enough space in the van."
You're joking.
No.
So just like the heat wave, slight delay.
Yeah, look. Hi, Tommy. Here we go. No, that's a thing. No, that's a give us some feedback. But they were basically, hello,
Feedback,
it's AO
you
again.
haven't picked it up yet.
Again, we're really sorry that your delivery didn't go as planned. Please reply to this text and rate your driver. He didn't show up.
Well, that's a zero then.
What do I rate? Now tell me, do I rate?
Zero.
What's the delivery?
Do I do amazing, good, okay, poor, or unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Actually, no. It's non-applicable because he didn't turn up.
Well, then it's unacceptable.
And he's not delivering anything.
Yeah,
He's
because I think-
collecting something.
Exactly. So I've just got to
Maybe he's going to come and put another fridge there.
Well,
Oh God, a bigger one,
Yeah,
an older
exactly.
one.
Maybe a
Russell.
couple there.
Anyway, I was so chuffed when they said, "Oh, it's booked for Tuesday,"
Right.
because I thought you guys won't have to see it. But I'm sorry, it's still there.
It's still there.
but it won't be very soon.
so do you guys get up to catching any of the sun over the weekend? Was there anything? What were your plans this weekend?
I was living, breathing the Test match. So
Oh, of course.
It was all cricket, all Test match, and look, as you know, I'm not megally into sport in a mega way. I don't really follow all the inner details like you guys do. Cricket and football, you got your knowledge, both of you two, way ahead of mine. But I really got into this one because it was Lord's, it was Indian Independence Day.
Oh, yeah.
It was building up to be a proper final, and so many people have said, and you can help me out here, that was a final of all finals of a Test match. Like people saying that's going to go down in history.
Well, it was at Lord's. It was the ups and the downs, and both teams played well. They battled, to the end, and so it was a good. All of a sudden, though, Test matches seem to have become very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
But I think that's a little bit T20 going on and all that. And by the way, just on your note, the heat wave, I've remembered Headingley Leeds is that weekend.
25th.
That'd be a good one to go sit out in the sun then. So okay. Anyone going to the Test match?
Yeah.
And you're listening to Brownload, don't take an umbrella.
Don't take umbrella. Don't take any waterproofing because
Wow.
So okay, or
Big call.
Yeah, or you can either hashtag backkedge or hashtag backsatch. I'm just going to make it the two, right?
yeah.
And go no
That
umbrella.
just sounds a bit weird though.
What?
Hashtag backsatch.
It's like a cricket shot.
Yeah, like what is that?
Isn't that a hair
Hashtag
grooming process?
hashtag backsatch.
Backsatch and
Crack.
Don't come anywhere near that.
No.
It's just halfway through it. You could you only managed to get through half of that treatment.
Didn't get to the end of it.
Yeah.
I've never had that done.
No, I don't. Well, there's no need.
I'd feel weird if someone was trimming around there. I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Nasty.
no, I don't.
I don't think it's a trim. I'll be honest with you. I don't think they come out
not.
with trimmers.
And we're both not particularly hairy people.
No.
I don't know what Satch is like down there.
I'm not. Do you think I'm? No, you can usually tell when you look at a person.
Yeah, you're right. And you haven't got those wolfy arms.
Yeah, no,
if
I
you've
know.
got wolf arms, you know it's a mess.
And
down
legs.
there.
Wolfy legs.
Farm. Do you reckon is that how women judge it when they're potentially looking for their future sort of?
I know.
You know,
I know a lot of
partner?
women that love it. Oh, a good hairy man. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hairy chest. Ooh,
Hairy man,
yeah.
hairy.
Who? Why are you doing?
I'm just saying that famous saying,
That's
hairy
not-
arms.
I've
Oh,
never.
I thought you were going hairy man, like he's a singer.
Oh,
you know,
no.
I know you got sherry man. Or that bra, Hannah? Hairy man.
Hairy man.
Very hairy man.
But back to the weekend of the sport. As much as you guys are watching the cricket, I was on it with the football because I
Yeah.
think it was just so good that it was just back.
Football is back. Premier League is back.
And there was good games on.
good games. Crowds are back.
Yes, makes a difference, doesn't it?
Be honest, is it just because Arsenal lost their first game? You both got
Oh,
this kind of
course
smirk underneath.
No, but
your-
I mean, that
Look
was
at Teddy's face.
that
Look.
was
No,
that
no,
was
I haven't said anything.
That was, I think, the best way to start the weekend.
I think that was, and then also it ended in a great way as well
It did.
because it started off with a London derby, so to speak, Arsenal Brentford, and a London team losing, and then the weekend ended with a London team beating the champions. The former champions of the Premier League as well. So it was and in between there was
Spurs won.
Spurs won,
Man U won.
yeah,
West Ham won.
yeah, we're a table of winners.
Good weekend.
Look at that.
Table
That's
of winners and champions.
Yes.
Weekend.
I just wish I'd picked a winning team for my fantasy Premier
Yeah,
League.
we'll talk about
We'll
that
talk
later.
about that
Yeah, I
later.
know,
Yeah,
you
we're
know
not
what?
letting you off
Shut
that
up.
easy.
You know what that means? Let me tell you something. I know these boys, right? I've just seen it in their eyes. That means they've already discussed it, right?
We
They've
haven't
already
discussed it.
how badly I've done, and they've gone. You know what? We'll bring it. Don't mention it beforehand because he'll start talking about it. You
Yeah.
know what he's like.
Yeah.
Wait for the podcast, and then we'll annihilate him. So
Never. We never do.
We
that.
wouldn't do that to you.
See,
I mean, I don't like chatting to him anyway.
Yeah, all right. That already sounds a bit worrying. Anyway,
So the big story that I came across this week, and I thought, you know what, I've got to absolutely talk about this with you two because I think this story is actually, for me, I'm a little bit sad about it because I think
why?
it is. This object has played such an important role in all of our lives. I'm talking about the good old telephone. The telephone, not the mobile phone, but the good old landline.
yeah.
Right? The traditional landline telephone call will be consigned to history from 2025.
What does that mean? Consigned to history.
That's
What does that
it. It will be no more. It will be just a thing of the past.
mean? You mean like no one's making telephones anymore?
As UK phone calls will make the transition to digital. This means that every household and business in the country that wants to maintain a phone line will also need to be connected to the internet.
Oh wow! But don't you need a phone line to connect to the internet?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because it just comes in off the
Oh,
street
yeah,
from
comes
the.
on, yeah.
from
So,
the- yeah.
but I mean, this is going to affect millions. This affects millions of people in this country.
Well,
Uh,
I don't know. Does
and
it?
for the first time, you're going to have to rely on a mobile phone. That is it. This is where we're at now.
Don't we do that anyway?
And also, mobile phones. Now landlines are a bit like mobile phones. They're all cordless. You can always walk around the house with them. Do you know what I mean?
But
It's
they're
got similar
comparing
features.
this. Do you
can
remember
send
that
text.
digital switchover that we had in 2012?
yeah, when the
they're
telly went
saying,
off.
yeah, they're drawing comparisons with that, and
Oh
all
God!
the-
Do you know what? I'm thinking of that. That was a faff. That it's all turning off on this date.
yeah.
They said that to us for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Well,
No-
yeah, but
nothing
that's
happened.
because everyone had to get ready. It takes the message has to travel up and
4
down the
years.
country to all the villages and all of the
Wow.
little areas that maybe they might not get this news. That's why we are doing a public service broadcast here as
you know
well.
who's
Hang on, what's the date?
The date? 2025 at the moment. We haven't got an exact date, but in
That's going
2025.
to roll around quick though. 2025. You watch.
But also, I thought what's quite important is that there'll be. I mean, because imagine they're saying that now they've got 4 years to get this right because so many systems rely on it. Alarm systems,
Oh, true.
payment terminals,
True.
all of this kind of stuff. Is the UK telephone boxes.
Yeah.
Done and dusted. That is it now.
Well, the couple I've seen recently are bookshelves.
Well, yeah,
people-
absolutely.
Recycle
Yeah,
books
people
in
put
there.
books in
That's
there,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You know who's going to be affected by this? It's just the old folk. If I'm
Well, they're
honest.
saying that 1.5 million households, or that's around 6%, will be left behind.
My mum and dad to this day,
Wow.
they'll FaceTime with their iPhones
Yeah.
and stuff, right? Because they want to just see the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But to talk, landline, call the house phone. Because the signal's not right. They don't. It feels unstable to them in their
When
mind.
was the last time you used a landline phone?
I don't. I can't even remember my landline house number
Neither can I.
at the moment.
I'm with
because
you on that one.
We moved to this house, about 8 years ago? And I just
Well,
never...
you don't know your number for your house?
No,
Neither do I.
I need to look in my phone. Because,
Okay.
because we had another number before that where we lived.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I still know that off by heart.
Right.
But the new one, I just thought, I don't really need to know
Oh,
that.
well, I guess it was only 8 years ago. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Only a couple of days ago, Logan was on my wife's phone, so she used the landline to call me. I haven't even got it stored. Came up, and it came on the phone. Like, I had no idea. Didn't even look remotely familiar. You know when you do the answer and you don't know who it is? Hello.
What's the code for the here?
That's
What's the
mine.
code? Oh,
Mine's
I don't know.
0203.
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
0203.
I don't think 0203
0203?
is. 0203 is not a code. 0203 is. Sorry, it is a code.
It is a code,
But 0203 is now the 0208s of the back in the day.
Yes.
I don't even know it changed to
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah.
And
What
that-
do you mean?
So 0208 was the standard. Then it went
Like
to
Greater London.
Then it was 0203 for, I think it
Oh,
was...
no, hold a minute. So is it not 0208 anymore?
No.
Some of them are.
places
Some
are.
of them are.
No, I think it still is in Watford.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
But then-
backward places. They're still running the old system.
No,
But
then-
I need to check that then.
You know, but then the newer numbers that came out were 0203. And I think if you get a number now, it's either 0203 or 0202.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and I remember back. I still remember
0191.
Oh, no, I remember just
01. It was 01. Which,
01.
but I was too little to understand. I don't think I ever punched in 01. Because you would only have to punch that in if you were abroad.
Or dialing national, when I don't even like national, local rate and national
Well, I've
rate.
never rang anyone outside London.
God, look at
Did you have to like write everyone's numbers down there?
Yeah, oh yes. I've still got the diary that my dad used to keep when I was going to primary school.
Oh, dear diary.
And the I say
He's got
diary.
all
it
of
was
his
a- it
little
was a-
conquests in there.
No.
As well as
I say
Auntie's
diary,
phone
but it was a
numbers.
phone book diary.
Okay, a phone
and,
book,
and,
okay.
and it was a brown. I remember it had a brown sort of leather covering on it, and it
Yeah.
had like yellow pages in it. But my dad had very sort of systematically sectioned off like nice boxes so you could fit in people's names, addresses, and numbers in it.
yeah.
And then obviously the last page he just left it to me to use for my school friends.
Oh, lovely.
And it was messy, and it was and there was a bit of graffiti and all of that on it. But all my friends were down there, and I still remember like.
So what did you do with the empty 26 lines of the 30-line page? What did you do?
It was quite full.
Yeah.
It was actually
I'm
quite
really
full
kidding.
because I had Samir Patel was first.
Why did he go top of the list?
I don't know because he wasn't my best friend. Matt, obviously
Bestie.
Matt.
Oh, you didn't do alphabetical order? I thought you would have been in alphabetical order, like
No,
a register.
because I was too young to be that organised. So and then Matthew was in there, and then there was girls' names in there. Lindsay was in there. Samantha.
Why
but-
would you need to call
Well,
them?
I don't know. I don't think I ever called them, but I think maybe because, like if you had a party and then you would just get that number on there. Do you remember the invites? So
Oh,
then my
so
dad
you'd
would
stalk
go.
them. You'd
My dad would
stalk
go.
them and then-
Write that into your not stalk.
Well, because they put the number in there for RSVPs, but you
Right.
stored
Kept
it
it. He's
for
kept it.
future
Well, no,
reference.
but it was the house number.
That is
So
a
you
bit-
could ring
that-
up at night on
that is a
and
bit-
do 141 and breathe
But
heavily.
but wasn't that all weird as well?
All right, Lindsay.
All right, Lindsay.
Kedge, I know it's you. You didn't do 1471 beforehand.
Well, when we were 8, it was Matt who had a thing for Lindsay, and
Oh, did
Lindsay
he?
was
Oh.
Lindsay was the dinner lady's daughter. So
Oh,
you
so
have to
she
be
had
careful.
access to the sweet stuff, the sweet trolley. She could get you what you needed.
Extra
No,
couple of cakes.
it just meant that if you weren't nice to her, she'd just tell her mum at lunchtime.
And then her mum will give you half portions.
No, because we didn't get it. She was just a dinner lady, as in we had to pack lunch
Oh,
in
okay.
primary school.
okay.
Well, what is she doing there then?
Well, no, she was more like a supervisor. Supervisor, just making sure that everyone's sitting down eating, and then they're
Nah,
clean.
that's not a proper dinner lady then.
No,
a proper
no,
dinner
no.
lady is the one who gives you your
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
meal.
yeah. slots it on.
yeah.
When you
yeah.
go to the counter and then she gives
But-
you
but-
the big
but
piece.
She's
of
a
cake.
police warden. That's what
But
she
but
is.
do you remember like ringing, like using the landline to actually like ring your friends and because I was very shy, so I would be very scared to go because it would always be the mum or the dad who would answer.
Of
I would
course,
be
yeah.
go, hello, can I speak to
Yeah.
Ravi, please? And then they'll go, Ravi,
yeah.
and then they shout, and it was
Yeah.
just such a weird procedure. And then because then my mum and dad would sit around the phone just to hear the conversation as well.
Oh, they'd listen in on your chat.
Well, it was because what was the chat? It was not like it was a gassing chat. It was just like, hi, do you want to come and play, like, next
the
Thursday around my house? That's all it would be.
Or meet me at whatever it was.
And yeah, we're
Like,
making plans.
Yeah, making
Yeah.
plans. Yeah. And then I always hated when you were on the house phone when you know someone's picked the phone up.
Oh, I know they're listening in. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and you-
That was always the
because the
later on.
acoustics change.
You can tell. And
Yeah.
they think you can't tell.
No.
But you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I caught my mum and dad doing that as I got a little bit older, like in my teenage
Was
years.
it Lindsay you calling?
No, it wasn't. Lindsay. No, it wasn't. But I think my mum would every now and
Matthew's
then
going to
would
be
just
so
check.
annoyed when he hears this podcast.
My mum would check every now and then that it was a bloke.
Oh, right, okay.
You know.
Okay.
Well, there's no danger there.
Yeah, but then we crossed over to that. Oh well, if you're on the phone, you can't use the internet. So then it was just like, do you remember that? That was a big issue with the landline.
Yeah, I still remember now. Now that you've just said it, so obviously, I never used a phone. Like, I never made plans to meet anyone.
Well, no, that's one thing. I never made plans, so to speak.
And like, my cousins lived on my street. There was like 7-8 houses of cousins all on one road, my life.
So you can shout at them.
Yeah, you just go knock on the door. So there was no need to call anyone. But I remember now when the BT bill used to come, and my dad would see that my sisters had been on the phone for an hour. And it'd be the same thing every month.
Every month.
And my mum would
I'll get highlighted.
Girls,
my numbers will be highlighted.
Yeah.
8 minutes, Kedge.
really?
Yeah, 8 minutes on this one. And
that's proper. No, it was more like, because the girls would be on the phone for my 2 sisters would be on the phone for hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, and then
what?
I don't know.
Well, that's what girls.
Chitter-chatter.
Yeah, back in the day, that was the thing.
And now you fast forward, Milo FaceTimes his mates while he's playing Roblox and just has them on in the background so they can chit.
Yeah,
So,
half the time they're not even talking.
yeah. And girls, mainly
That's
girls.
weird.
So, you're like, oh, girls, what's it going to be like talking to girls? I'm just there, and he's like, not even, he doesn't even care. Oh, I'm talking to a girl. My dad's there. He, can I share something? It's quite funny, actually. He got his first love note last week from a girl, and he came up. It's weird because he had that kind of embarrassing.
What was the execution of that? Because back in the day, you used to slide them into the desk.
Yeah, right. No. I tell you, this girl's forward clearly. So he went on a park play date with another kid. Actually, that kid's in Logan's year, but he's got an older sister, and that older sister is in between Logan and Milo. So she's about 6, Milo's about 9.
Right. Oh.
And adorable girl. This kid is adorable, right?
Right.
She's like a Disney character. And I'm here, I'm at home cooking, and they come in from the park. But Milo has a weird, embarrassed stroke bowl to him. Like, he's got swagger.
Bit of swag.
But making a face you know,
I'm the man.
No, but more like, you never guess what happened, Dad. You're like, and he said her name. I won't
Playing it
embarrass
down,
her, right?
playing it down.
She gave me this. And he puts it in my hand, turns around and walks away, but then looks over his shoulder like, have I opened it yet? Have I opened it? And it had some hearts on the outside.
That's pretty rare that he gave it to you.
And it just said, Milo, I love you, from this girl. That's what it said, right?
Oh, that's serious,
I'm surprised
deep.
he showed you, Tommy.
No. He showed his mum already. He showed his mum, but he came.
No, but I'm surprised he showed either of you.
But I think but I think he just wanted to
Get
out there. Like, there you go. I've told you now. Right. Okay. I'm off to go be a lad over there.
So was there a chat?
What between him and her?
Well, no, between you and Milo and parents and Milo and.
I honestly, you know what I said? I said, Milo, you're going to get a lot of those in your life. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I said, it's cool. I said, don't you think that was nice of that person to show you that they feel that way?
Yeah.
I said, that's really good, isn't it?
Right.
I said, they're open with their emotions. They like you. They told you that.
Correct.
They love you. They told you that. I said, I think that's sweet. And he goes, yeah. And I went, I think it's nice. I said, you're going to get loads of them in your life.
Are you
I
going
said,
to
"It's
reply?
nice." Huh? Oh, he'll see her again. He'll see her back at school in a couple of weeks.
Right.
I don't think we're not. We know the families aren't talking. We're not doing the rocker or anything like that.
I was going to say.
I was getting ready. Do we need to book Saj? Do we need to book Saj?
Yeah, exactly. We need Saj. And it turns out Milo wants to do a garage rave for his wedding day. So, Kedge, can you organise that?
I will absolutely do the garage rave. But one thing I will not book for his wedding is Noel Gallagher, because he's been in the news saying that apparently he forgets all the lyrics to all of his songs when he gets up on stage, and he's finding it really quite difficult to perform live. I mean, he's only 54, and he says that he struggles with all of the classics like, Don't Look Back in Anger.
Oh, even the classics?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, don't you think that's weird?
But I know he's only 54, but he's done a lot of wild stuff in his time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like,
done...
I don't think he's your average 54-year-old.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but I always find this really weird because, and I mean, we've come across many Bollywood singer, when we were on the radio, and we would go, oh, that song. Like, I remember Adnan Sami, was one in particular where I know so many of Adnan Sami's songs, and yet even when he was doing Desioki, he forgot the words to his own songs.
Yeah.
Like he remembered Michael Jackson's songs, but he forgot his own songs, and I'm like, a little bit of me just kind of died there because
kind of what Satch
because I wanted to sing that with him.
Yeah, they've partied a lot, but also I just looked at how many songs Noel Gallagher's got out on his own.
Yeah,
forget the Oasis ones,
right?
And there's like 50 songs, 60 songs that he's just done on his own with his kind of that. What's it called? Low Flying Birds, whatever it's called. What's his band called? Birds.
Something about birds.
Yeah, something like that. Right. Yeah, that band. And I'm like, well, he's got loads of songs like that. Plus, he's got all the Oasis songs. The lucky thing about the Oasis songs is the crowd will know the words.
Yeah.
So if you ever dry up, you can just turn like that.
Yeah.
But I've had people come up to me and go, "Do you remember when you said that on the radio?" I'm like, no. I
Well,
don't. So I'm like, but
we had. It's funny you said that because we had an email from Sital, who's a new listener. She's
Yes,
emailed us to say
she is.
that she's just started on episode 1
of the podcast.
of the podcast.
Yep.
She goes, and I'm just getting onto it, but she goes, I'm laughing my head off, and she messaged in to say, Kedge, the most recent thing that's got me is that you said you would perform mouth to mouth if Tommy passed out in Body Shop.
What?
Yeah, that's what
I have
mean.
no
I
recollection.
don't. I don't have a clue.
That was a long time ago.
No, but-
I remember you saying that.
In what?
Did I?
Yes.
But why would he be
no,
passing out in Body Shop?
Because of the smell of the shop that we don't like.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I didn't. This has all got twisted. See, this is how rumours start. Ken.
Yeah, go
This
on.
is how rumours
All right,
start.
go on. What was it?
I had a Body Shop massage.
Oh,
And they did essential oils on me,
Yes.
and no one said that those really rich essential oils you can't drink with because it goes into your blood system when they massage
Yes.
you.
Right.
So when I drunk that night and I drank wine, it mixed, and I only had a couple of glasses. I really did only have a couple of glasses of
Right.
wine. It was dinner.
And Kedge came
And
to snog you.
No, I was in an Italian restaurant. And I went, I feel woozy. And I got up and made my way to the door and I fell through the doors. I didn't faint
That's
in
it.
Body
Yes,
Shop.
yes, I
I
remember.
fainted at the doors of the restaurant, but I think you would have given me mouth to mouth. But I don't need mouth
Anyway.
to mouth. I'd fainted. I wasn't.
Are
I
you
know.
sure? He would have come alive straight away. His Kedge coming in.
What are you doing? Go
Yeah.
look, go find help. Don't do things
Yeah.
yourself.
But so like we forget things about the podcast.
Yeah, true.
there's
No, go.
I'm going to take that one step further because I've been performing with artists before. Well, I've been.
You've been performing?
like as in.
Oh, right,
at
as a
gigs,
DJ,
as
yeah.
a DJ for artists.
yeah.
I thought you meant that you got another side career.
No, and people have come over and I see like the artist performing,
Yeah.
and someone's like, "Oh, can you get them to do this song?" Then when I chat to the artist, they're like, "I don't even remember the lyrics of that song."
Wow.
Has that
I can't
happened?
say-
Has
I
that
can't say
happened?
who the artist is though.
Oh, so it has happened
I
with
think I
an
know who it is.
Asian artist.
Yes.
You know who I can imagine kind of going, bruv, I can't remember. You know, I can remember. I'm just going to say it. H-Dummy.
It wasn't him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because he's cheeky. I'm going to go, bruv, like dum-dum.
No, I think
don't remember
no,
it.
I think
Do you know
H.
what
Dami is the kind of guy who he knows every single one of his songs.
Oh, do you think so? No,
Yeah.
See, no,
H is good. He does know that.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
he's on
think
it.
because I think he knows all of his dad's songs
Yeah.
as well.
No, this is another person who's done loads of songs.
Right.
Okay.
And
Right.
yeah, it happened.
Can we
And
guess?
I
Can
didn't know. It was hard. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say to the person because they were like, "Oh, can you get him to sing this?" I'm like, "Well, that is his song,
See,
Yeah.
but what I will say,
but it's just a long time
I
ago."
don't know if it's the same thing, but Kedge, I'm sure you can link this to something you know about memories and how memories and brains and all that work. Sometimes when I've done, I don't know if you do this with records as well, Satch, when you're DJing loads, and I've done like 3 or 4 comedy nights together,
Yeah.
and I'm on stage on one night, I'll be like, have I already said that? Or am I remembering it
Yeah,
from yesterday?
amalgamates.
Yeah, because I've just done it, I've said it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's now Monday. and
That's
I'm
kind of
saying it
like
again.
radio brain as well.
Yeah. So don't you do it with the track? When you put a track in, you're like, did I play this tonight already?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's good.
Yeah, that's the difference between professional.
Honestly, I'm not. And people do say that, like, because I have that. When I'm out and I see other DJs playing, and I've noticed that they play the same song like twice a few hours later.
If I was a DJ and I played the same song in that night, I would absolutely be. I'd feel like I'd let myself down.
I know what you mean, but sometimes songs are so big. If you've played it 11:30,
Yeah, but
12,
that's-
you can play it at 2:33.
But, yeah, but that's different. It's got to be an absolute
Absolutely,
banger.
and there's only one or two like that.
Yes. And they're
can't
very,
be.
and they're
What's it
very
gonna?
rarely
What
come
is
out.
that
in-
tune, Kedge? What tune is worth playing?
Well,
for?
no, but obviously in the moment, in the time of that era, like I'm sure there was DJ Wale Bubble was played a few times when it was peak,
Yeah.
massive, Satch.
Or Apna Time I Go like that as well. If you're gonna say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It just depends on what the song is.
What
at
the
time.
absolute banger is.
Yeah.
More than a woman. More than a woman.
I wasn't
DJs.
live DJing then.
No. More than a woman to me.
I don't think DJs were around back then.
That's Tommy's era.
Saturday Night Fever was on television the other day. Did you catch it? Did you see it? It was just on normal TV.
No.
Bruv, it's still brilliant. You hear that music and you realise,
The music's good. I've never seen the film.
are you serious?
Saturday Night Fever.
I think that's worse than saying I haven't seen Star Wars.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you why, because it's just
No, it was
it's
in the 70s.
I know there was a sequel to Saturday Night Fever, but that is a
Was it
there's
Sunday Night
standalone.
Fever?
No, it wasn't. It was Friday Morning Disease. I don't know. It was so. What
Saturday Night Fever, he wears a white suit, doesn't he? And he's doing that, the dancing
wears
on the
what?
dance floor. A white suit.
White, obviously, he
Well,
wears
that's
his
like-
wife's suit.
Well, like, I ain't seen
Yes.
Dirty Dancing, but I know all the tunes.
Yeah.
I know all the tunes. I could sing them for you.
But they're both great films. They're actually great films. Saturday Night Fever is actually quite a dark story. It's quite real.
Is it?
Yeah.
Even Dirty Dancing, I thought was a bit.
Yeah, it's got raunch to it. It's got a bit
Yeah.
of grit. He needs a bit of grit. It's you know.
I thought it was
From what I
weird.
saw, I thought it was good. I just haven't seen it.
More than a woman.
But
Yes.
yeah, I haven't forgotten that. But actually, speaking about sort of forgetting things, I watched something. And it's not things we've watched because we're not doing that this week. I watched something, and it was about how it's a new series on Netflix. How films were made, and the first episode was Die Hard, and I thought you guys have got to watch this.
Oh.
How the film Die Hard was made.
What do you mean, like
Behind
literally
the
behind the scenes,
Behind the
fire,
scenes, all the sort of
bombs,
problems they had,
Oh, okay.
and how it's put to. It was brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I was like, I've got to tell the boys about this,
So-
and only because I forgot a lot about the actual film, like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happens in the
I've
film.
forgotten a lot about it.
Yeah, I remember number 2 more than number 1. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why.
don't
Number
remember
2's
one.
a plain
I
one.
don't even think I remember a specific. I remember helicopters, buildings on fire.
Yeah, that's the first one.
And him in a white vest.
But yeah, I think that show, I can't remember the name of it. It's on Netflix, though. And it's got, in the series, it's got Die Hard, and the second one's Ghostbusters, and the third one's Home Alone. So it goes
Oh.
back and revisits all of these characters and stuff, and they interview them. It's
Right, so
brilliant.
they go back and look at it, or is it like footage from then?
It's footage from them.
Oh no, at the time when it
At
was
the
made.
time, and then they bring, like, for the Ghostbusters
Right.
one, Dan Aykroyd's in it, talking about it.
Oh.
And one of the Ghostbusters was meant to be Eddie Murphy, but he turned down the role.
See,
Exactly. You see, things like that, you don't know, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
Die Hard wasn't even going to be Bruce Willis. Do you know who it was going to be?
Go on.
Frank Sinatra.
Nah.
Frank
Die
Sinatra, and the second one was Clint Eastwood. Then they went to Bruce Willis.
Oh, my word.
No, sorry, Stallone turned it down. Schwarzenegger turned it down.
yeah.
Then it was.
Then it was Bruce.
Yeah.
See, and you can't imagine any other. I think Bruce Willis is incrable.
Oh, yeah, I
No,
do.
but
yeah.
it wasn't before that film, and you got to watch
you're
a
right.
program.
But what it is about? Yeah, you're right, and you hear that a lot. And I've to at least listened to Matthew McConaughey's book, and you realise a lot of this business that we are in, even entertainment and radio or TV or film, it's just a bit of luck. A little bit of luck, a little bit of
all luck.
timing. Everything's a bit random. Even the jobs that we all do right now.
The first person I worked
into
for
it.
in the media world, he was quite a big dude in the game.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful. You know, he knew a lot of people in the high places in the media world, all the big execs. And he said to me,
The head of Sunrise.
no, he wasn't there to Sunrise.
Oh, was it not? I thought
No.
that. I thought
No.
that because I thought that was. The
No,
first
I'm
place
talking
you
about
went.
it. He was an English fella, and he said that in this game,
Isn't
60%.
Sunrise run by English people?
No, it's not Sunrise.
It's an Asian station.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Sunrise.
So I'm trying to give him a little mention. You never know. I
What?
might need a job. That's right.
Well, I can sort that out for you if you want.
Is that right?
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
tell
said.
me about this other big boss that you know. As
So
well.
the other big boss,
I'll get
his
more
name
money
was
there.
John, and he said 60% of it is luck, 20% of it is knowing that you've got the luck,
Yeah.
and the last 20% is knowing how to use the luck.
Yes,
and
very
I
good.
thought I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life.
Repeat it, please.
60% of it is luck.
Yep.
20% of it is knowing that you got the luck.
Yep.
And the other 20% is knowing how to use the luck.
The luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bang. And honestly, that sums up the media world.
With a little bit of luck, we can.
Make it true tonight.
Those famous words.
Yeah. And make it through your career. That's what you can say.
Yeah.
Make it through your life is what you can do. Okay, cool. So what was that series called, Satch, about the making of the
I just
movies?
put up the movies that made us.
There you
The
go. very good.
movies, I like that.
Okay.
I might have to go into that because I haven't got a series at the moment, so I think I'm going to go into that.
It's pretty good.
I might have to.
The first episode blew me away.
Wow.
The Die Hard one.
All right.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And I've got to say, Satch,
yeah.
I like your recommendations. You know, I watched The Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch, and I nearly would have watched the Alex Ferguson thing. I didn't. Because you went, it's too much
It's not
about
that.
him.
It's not all that.
It's not got the glory, not got the kind of glitz and the glamour of it all.
And you mentioning things that we forget about, and you talking about these films, Satch, and how they were made and everything.
Yep.
There's a brilliant little survey that I've come across, which I think.
And the survey says...
And the survey says, well, we could even do that as a quick top 10
Oh, go on then.
things
Go on
that
then.
Brits forget to take on holiday.
you're going to be dead sad.
On
Finish
holiday.
it.
Yeah, you know, you're working together.
I missed the question. I was talking. I was
So
trying
the
to
top
trash
10
talk Satch.
things that Brits forget to take when they go on holiday.
Toothbrush, Kedge. I'd like to come in with toothbrush.
Yep, that is there. Toiletries, 33% is the top answer. Well done. Can we have
Look at
more?
that, 33. 1 in 3 people that go on holiday forget their own basic sabrina.
And toiletries, yeah.
That's really weird, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go medication.
Medication
What
is,
you need if you want to be a record breaker.
it's not in the top 10, but it was in the top 20.
Oh, okay.
So but it's still it's not in the top 10.
Sorry.
Okay, so no pills, not
Go
in
on.
there. So what else would you forget? I think you'll forget your travel iron.
Your travel iron. God, he's
not
going
on
with
there.
some random
That
things
is
there.
not on there.
Not there.
Because you always get. Sometimes you get to the hotel because you obviously 2-star only. That's all we need. Just need
What do you
just
think?
need
Oh,
somewhere to
here we
sleep.
go. Towel.
Oh,
Towel.
you don't need to take a towel to
Who takes a
hotel.
towel?
Sometimes you need it. If it depends on
You
No,
guys,
no.
honestly,
What kind of-
you would.
I thought I stayed in
you
cheap
would have
places.
Thank God you're not a family.
I know. I got it, Kedge. What about charger?
Charger is number 2.
Yeah.
There we go. 30%.
well done.
The other,
Charger.
I'll run through the rest of them. Travel adapter, sunglasses, sun cream, general clothing, headphones.
General clothing.
People forget general
What, so
clothing.
you brought your knicker and your bra to go on the beach in, but you didn't bring your general
Clothing.
No, jeans. Didn't
I
bring
think
the jeans.
headphones is the worst one because that means you're going to have to buy a new pair. So headphones, swimwear,
Headphones.
shoes, and then number 10, underwear.
Oh no.
People forget to buy pack their underwear. Can you believe that?
So I used to host a travel show. So I travelled a lot in my 20s. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and constant, like, little bag, go. Little bag, got to
Yeah.
go there, got to go. Filming for 3-4 days, out of there. Filming. So you put certain things at the bottom of your bag. Like my toiletries at the bottom so they don't leak on anything. You know, my pants
but
and
it doesn't
socks.
matter.
That's silly.
That's silly.
Because if your bag's the other way around, it's on top.
Yeah. There's
Well,
no,
that makes no sense whatsoever. Then.
well, no,
So it
but
doesn't matter where you put
it doesn't matter where you
Yeah, it
pack your
doesn't matter where you
toiletries.
pack it.
If it explodes, it explodes.
Exactly.
It's
No,
gonna
not explode.
And your bag is not
I'm
always
saying-
going to be in that same position.
Yeah, all right, but what I'm saying is, if it was more like a rucksacky bag, so I'm going top down, so,
Why would you put all the toiletries at the bottom?
so that it just when I check the bag in, it's just there at the bottom, and it's not near all of my clothes, not in the middle. So if it explodes, it goes over everything. Hopefully, it'll be contained to the bottom of the bag with my cache and socks around it. So I do toiletries, cache, socks, and then I do the clothes I don't really need on camera, and then the nicer stuff
At the
like
top.
it was sandwiched in
I
between
know.
stuff.
I do get your logic. I do
Yeah.
get your logic. Yeah.
I don't get the
I can't believe you lot rejected it so
I think
violently. there.
no, it depends. Your logic works on the kind of bag that it is.
Yeah, like
'Cause
a
if it-
long, rough,
Yeah. Hold
sacky
all.
bag.
Yes,
A
it
kind
can't.
of a
It
hold,
can't
like
be
a-
it can't be a suitcase.
No, it
'cause
was a
that can-
suitcase.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the way we're traveling, it was just.
But
easy
surely,
to
if your
have that.
toiletries at the bottom and everything's on top of it, that there's a lot of weight and pressure going onto
No,
it.
but it's in a toiletry bag, and I don't really have. I know I don't do big subbing. I don't got big subbing, and I cannot lie. But like you don't. I then had a load of miniatures that you just take with you anyway.
Right.
But just
What
in-
about the shower stuff?
Exactly. Just me and my miniature checking in, please. Room for one.
Right. So
That's a good list, actually. I'm going to use that because I'm going away.
For me,
this week.
for me, the thing I always forgot was charger, and I'd leave it in the hotel, or I'd leave it, at home.
yeah, the chargers
and
and
headphones.
headphones. I think headphones is a big one.
Headphones hurts because
And also, I
you've got
always
nothing.
remember that I've forgotten pack of playing cards when I see other people playing cards.
yeah, but that also depends on if you're traveling with people, because obviously I travel alone. What am I going to do? Play cards, play Snap by myself.
Solitaire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, that is a good list, and it hopefully prompts you.
And apparently,
But-
the
and not-
reason why people forget these things is because, well, the main reason was they've got too many things to remember and they're leaving their house in a rush. Then it was followed by
That's like Home Alone.
oversleeping. Oversleeping. Who oversleeps when they have to go on holiday? I don't think anyone does.
when I'm about to go on holiday next, no matter where it is, if I'm just getting on a plane that night before, I'm buzzing. I'm like a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I don't think I am anymore. I
hold on,
used to be.
You're going away, aren't you?
This
soon?
week, yeah.
Yeah.
where you going?
Ghana.
No, we don't play songs on the show anymore.
You used that gag last time.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah, you done it. You done it.
That's how bad my memory is.
No.
Noel Gallagher, you ain't got nothing on me.
No.
I forget even last week.
And I had to go and have one of them PCR tests today, which was an
Oh.
experience.
Pizza, chicken, ribs.
Yeah, it was.
Did I
yeah.
use that gag
Felt
as
like
well?
that went up my nose, yeah.
Really? Paneer chicken raita.
Yeah, it's all up in there, mate. It's all up in there.
I love the way Ken even says it like a speedy guy who's on a stall going past you, like a little rickshaw. But what did you?
Paneer chicken.
Paneer chicken right now, paneer chicken right now. Come and get paneer chicken right now.
Yeah. I hope that's on the plane, actually.
Yeah,
But
so-
it probably won't be.
No, so you've had your PCR test.
Yes.
To go to Ghana.
Yes.
Because you're DJing for a wedding.
Do you have to pay for that?
Of course you have to. Well, it ain't free, is it, Kedge?
But-
what kind of silly question is that?
Sorry, because I only heard you talking to my wife about it earlier on when you got here, and it's a little bit cheaper than what it was for Dubai at Christmas.
How much you pay?
120.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
I
you-
paid
How much do you have to pay now?
75.
Yeah, but also but
My
you get it back in
word.
24 hours and all that.
Yeah,
yeah. See,
24 hours,
everywhere you looked around Christmas time, it was 20 in 24 hours. It was.
It's
100
actually gone down. I saw
120
some that were for 60 quid, but you had to go into central London. And I
Yeah.
thought, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, no point doing
Yeah.
that. So
I
7
think
quid.
down in Wembley they got them for just a tenner.
But can't,
And
do
they
it.
give you, and they test everything else.
and you get the budget with it as well.
yeah, paneer chicken either, PCR test, paneer chicken either.
So, Satch, how are you feeling about going on a plane? Like,
no.
It's
I'm
a
not-
long haul flight.
It's 6 hours. It's not.
Yeah,
that
but
bad.
that's long haul.
No, it's all right. I'm really not looking like I'm not worried about that at all. I think I'll be all
Mask the whole trip,
right. Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
I've done
Is
that before. I've done that before, so it's all right. I went to Dubai with a mask on, so. It's the
Yeah,
same.
but can you please document the whole thing? I
Why?
mean, no,
Sure,
like
everyone goes on a plane, like, I
no,
don't
no,
understand.
because you're going to be one of the very few people going on a plane to another country.
Well, I don't-
Kedge wants you to
another-
be a snitch.
I want you to be no. I want you to be like an influencer. I want you to just take us through that journey because I'm not going to.
influencing anyone.
I'm not going to experience that, and I want to experience it through you.
No, you don't need to do that.
Well,
That's
you better hope my PCR test comes back negative first.
No, hold
because
it.
Well, I hope so because I'm
Well-
pretty close to you at the moment, and if it ain't negative, then we're all
there you
stuffed.
go.
Can I?
We're all in trouble.
The PCR test is so. I find it so uncomfortable.
No, I got to say today I loved it. I actually enjoyed it.
What do you mean you enjoyed
Are
I
you
it?
being
enjoyed
sarcastic?
it. No,
Where did
honestly, I
she
enjoyed
stick it?
Honestly, I enjoyed. I even laughed, and I was laughing through it.
Why? Because she was
Because,
hot.
no, because she was tickling me through the nose, and like, she was going for it, and I was like trying to contain my laughter, and she started laughing because she was like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, feeling ticklish. It made her day though. It was good.
But it's not.
It's
but-
good.
So then you're
I
laughing.
laughed, she
You're
laughed.
laughing with a little dilly coming out your nose, like
Yeah.
jiggling around.
I find it, because obviously I've not had anyone test me, so but I mean that's
You test
a little bit
everybody else.
awkward. That could
Patients
be awkward.
mainly.
That could be awkward, isn't it? You know what? I ordered the new set of the lateral flow test, right? From .gov.uk, and they've changed.
Yeah, they have. They come in a green box now.
They come in a green box, and now you don't have to do the throat anymore. It's just the nose.
Oh, is
it's
it?
just a nose twirly, and that's
No,
it.
but I don't. I think it needs to go in your throat.
Oh,
Well, the new rule book doesn't say it has to do the throat anymore.
yeah, Aussie rules
So,
football.
and
yeah.
I'd rather not do the throat. I'm happy with the nose because it's only 2.5 centimeters now as well.
What do you prefer, nose or throat?
Nose.
Nose. Yeah.
Up my nose any day.
Tommy?
Probably on my throat. Because
You
my
can't
nose
go
is
anywhere
so
near his-
sensitive.
yeah, you can't go near his
my
nose.
nose.
Same.
I'll
If I
start
put-
sneezing. That's what
Same
it is.
here. It has to go in my throat.
Really?
Wow.
You guys have got big
But they go,
openings.
and you said they go both sides of your throat.
So they go both. They
Yeah, but
went
that's
both.
how you should have been doing
they went-
anyway.
No.
So she goes in, then
Of course,
she
you have
waggles
to do
it,
both.
and then she
You have to
waggles
do
it
both
around.
your tonsils.
Then she goes the other side. It was 5 seconds
5
in each,
seconds,
and
yeah.
then 5 seconds in each nostril.
5 twirls.
Oh, I just feel like, it's so uncomfortable, man. The sooner we get.
But to be
some
fair,
sort of
in this whole
normality.
trip, I've got to take 1, 2, 3. I've got to take 4 PCR tests to go and come back.
4 PCR tests.
Yeah,
so
so I
that's,
need one when I land
so
there
that's,
at the
that's,
airport.
that's a straight up massive wedge just for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is.
The client has to pay for it because he's
Of
the
course,
because
yeah,
he's
well,
performing.
yeah,
It's
of
okay.
course, yeah.
Don't feel bad for Satch.
Better not
everybody.
forget my songs.
Yeah.
That'll be on the invoice. If they don't know about it, it will be soon. It will be. Oh.
Wow.
But 4, yeah, I just
Good
4
luck.
times.
I
sticking
wish
things
you
up
good luck. It feels
Thank
like
you.
you're going on a
Thank you.
voyage, like for the first time to a land that's not been discovered.
What do you mean it's not been discovered?
Well, no, like it just feels like like you're going to be like such in Columbus all of a sudden. Like you're
Yeah.
going to be sailing into the unknown. You don't know if you're going to fall off the planet, and we don't know how it's going to happen. You're the first person I know who's going to go on a plane.
I tell you what I'm actually worried about. So I'm flying to Accra with British Airways.
Okay, so
Accra.
I was going to ask that. What is the stop in Ghana called?
So yeah,
Accra.
Yeah, so the first 2 events are in Accra, which is the capital. So it's a city.
Yeah,
Then I got to get on one of their local planes,
yeah.
and I've heard that they're not really planes.
Oh, what are they?
They're like flying cars. Do you know what I mean?
Flying
Like,
They're like a
cars?
little bit
Didn't it?
rattly.
Yeah.
They're like what?
Like a little bit rattly. You know those thin kind of little, like a little small engine, like a lawnmower in an engine with some wings, and you can only fit about 6 people.
Oh, like the ones where you go like from Mumbai to Goa.
No, worse than that. That's
Oh,
actually
worse
a
than
decent
that.
plane.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, the
I'm
ones
a
that
bit
go to
worried about
Gujarat, like them.
No, they actually have good planes in India, kid. This is very,
Oh, rattly.
yeah, man. I'll take a
Wow.
photo and send it to you.
Oh my word! You know what? Don't, because now this.
What do you mean don't?
Because
You're
now
going to need to do
talking
some.
about it.
As soon as you
know.
land, you're going to have to like do some magic and sort that out. Maybe
do you
say abracadabra or something, and
What
then
do you mean?
know.
Abracadabra.
What do you mean? Why? What do you think? I'm not going to come back or something?
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like the proper vehicles there.
You know what they
I'm going to be
love.
looked after. I'm going to be looked after.
You know what they love though in Accra? They play cricket.
Do
You
they?
see the acrobat. And then you can start playing.
Oh, love it.
Terrible.
Love it.
Oh my
Love
God,
it.
That is so bad.
Okay, things we've learned. Can we move? Things we've learned.
Things we've learned, acrobat.
We've learned that this is Sachin's last podcast,
Yeah.
and we wish
God
him
help
well
him.
in his afterlife.
So you're not here next week?
I'm
No.
not in. Who's coming in next
Oh,
week?
I don't know.
Oh,
we need
have
to. We need
figure
to
that
get
out.
someone.
Is anyone feel like joining us?
Simon, my cousin, is 2 streets away, and he's currently ripped.
Isolated.
He's ripped his Achilles.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
And so he's not doing anything. He would love to, but he.
All right, well, let's keep him on standby.
Nah, let's not. I was just saying his name out loud to
Yeah.
Dan because he listens to the podcast all the time. I just wanted him to like raise his eyebrows, like, oh, am I going to get the call? Nah, you're not. I see. This is what you can do as a big brother. That's
I like
that's
it.
kind of emotions
Poor
you can play
Simon.
with. No, but he might be on. You never know. But we'll see if we can get someone
All
on,
right,
Kedge.
we'll have a look, yeah.
Who
We'll have
can
a-
replace the mighty
we'll have a
Satch?
little-
Well, no one can replace the mighty Satch, but someone can try.
Well, I think you might have to on a permanent basis the way you lot are carrying on.
Well, yeah.
And actually, next week will be the one just before Bank Holiday weekend. It'll be quite an exciting weekend.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah, kind of exciting, hot podcast. And so you're doing a Ghanaian wedding.
I am.
In
Well, no,
Ghana.
it's an Indian wedding.
Indian wedding in Ghana.
Oh, of course it is. I don't know why I pictured just all African people. Oh, so it's Desi folk in Ghana.
Desi folk
Yeah.
in Ghana.
But you know what? I'm not just saying this because you're here, Kedge, but African Desi folk, they're wicked. They got like such a spirit in them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree.
Because you got that Desiness and you got this kind of African
Yeah.
love for life and
Yeah.
upbeatiness. I don't know.
Agree.
They just seem happier.
I seem to be speaking to them on the phone quite a lot recently, and they are brilliant people.
Yeah, they
I'm
seem
looking
it.
forward to.
Good,
I'm looking
man.
forward to meeting.
Have a wicked wedding. Congratulations to the
Thank you.
family in Accra, whoever they are.
Right, so
Yes.
things we learned. Who's kicking it off?
Oh, I'll go first because
Go on.
mine was like a good one, but like a sensible good one, if I remember correctly. I'm just going into my notes, and here we go. Things I learnt this week was that IKEA. Where does the name IKEA come from?
Sweden.
No, yeah, that as a country. No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying why IKEA?
IKEA.
IKEA. What does that mean?
Like, I won't do it. IKEA. He'll do it.
Yeah, I need no. Yeah, is there two there? No, IKEA.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean that. It's okay. You don't know. It's good. It's an acronym. That's what it is. So now it's just. I just think it's good to know this because IKEA is that name and brand that you see
Yeah,
around all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's in our lives, but we don't even know where
What
it comes
does it stand for?
It's an acronym that stands for. Here we go. Ingvar, Kamprad, Elmterd, Agunyard, Agunerd.
What accent is this?
I don't know. Which is the founder's name, the form where he grew up. Oh, sorry, the form. The farm where he grew up.
Farm, yeah.
And hometown.
Say it again.
So IKEA stands for Ingvar Kamprad Elmtered Agunyard,
That's very good.
which is the founder's name, the farm where he grew up, and the hometown. So it's all that was what it was all called. It was all called those letters. So he called it IKEA for short.
And
his name,
he-
his town.
But it worked out
IKEA.
like it's a word, like as in because it didn't
isn't
have
a word.
random. No, but it didn't have like random consonants and vowels. And so
He made a word.
It wasn't like,
yeah,
Yeah.
He made
He
a
was
word.
lucky. He was
Wasn't like-
lucky.
Because if you went with
Fusperler.
Tommy and then the place that you were born, that letter, and then what's the last bit?
no, they're all his names. That's his name.
Oh, they're his name.
But his name. Oh, actually. Oh, you know what?
He's messed it up, hasn't he?
No,
Made a boo-boo.
you've heard
made
it
a
correctly. I've just understood. I thought, wow, in this town, Ingvar Kamprad Elmterd Agunyard is his name. It's also the name of his farm. It's also the name of his hometown.
No.
Like everything's so simple. They go, we'll call you that. We'll call the
Right.
town that. I thought it was named after his town. But what you're saying is, it's his. But that's only 3 things. Because it's the name. The
Yeah,
founder,
but maybe there's a double.
Unless Ingvar Kamprad is his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, probably.
Elmterd is
Yeah.
is with the farm that
Yeah.
he grew up on, and his hometown is Ogonerd.
Right.
But either way, all come together.
So
very
yours
well.
would be TS. Well, let's say
London.
the hospital you were born, the first letter.
Plasto,
TSP,
and then,
And then-
where I live now,
Yeah.
London.
TSPL.
Yeah, Dispel.
Dispel.
Yeah, it might like a sound effect.
Dispel.
What would you be? You'd be
K.
KK
Yeah. And
because
then
it's Kedge Core.
Harrow.
Yeah.
Harrow.
Yep.
And then where? And then Watford. KKH. Oh yeah, that's a good Japanese
No,
brand.
you sound like you've been kneading the nuts.
That's a good Japanese brand.
Okay, no, kakahoho. No, it's not.
Kakahoho.
No. What are you? You're SE.
SE.
Where were you born? Hospital you were born?
The hospital or the
Well,
place?
well, you weren't born on the farm, I take it.
No, I wasn't. T.
Okay, so S-E-T, yeah?
Where I live now, B.
Said to be.
Said to be.
Hannah. Sach, ठीक है? Said to be.
So we couldn't basically come up with a company name.
Okay,
like
there you go. IKEA. That's where the name comes
Right.
from. Now you know.
Interesting, that is very
You're
interesting.
slick.
that. Sach.
Yes, so the thing I learned was actually about the microwave.
Oh.
And I learned, and this happened to me this week. I
Go
put
on.
something in the microwave, put it in the middle of the microwave where it tells you to put everything in.
Yeah.
Warm something up. Outside was piping hot. Middle was frozen.
Right.
Why did that happen?
It's the way the microwaves work around.
I know what it's like. It does. It's annoying when that happens like that.
It is annoying. The reason why is because you shouldn't be using a microwave like that. You should be putting whatever your dish is to the side of
To
the
the
tray.
side.
So it gives you,
The full turnaround.
an even hot air.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't got a spinner.
What do you
How's
mean?
your microwave work?
Mine's a microwave with
Oh,
just a flat bottom.
Oh, it's one of them
that's
ones.
weird. So then that's got to be different then. I'm just talking about the regular.
The
The
rotating
normal
one.
rotating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I discovered that if you put your like whatever you got to cook in on the end,
on the edge.
then it moves
I
around.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then I went and tested it after I read that, and I thought it's actually the
It
right
works.
thing to do.
It's almost.
And the other thing I saw was if you're reheating pasta, put in a little bowl of water to keep it moist. I didn't know that.
Separately
Yeah.
next to it. I've heard that. Yeah.
Just a little bit of moisture.
Oh,
in
that's
there.
good tech, isn't
so
it?
It
But-
doesn't, yeah.
But even like with roast dinners and things like that, even
Yeah.
potatoes
Yeah.
and meat as well, they say, if you put a can of beer in the oven, that's good. That adds moisture to it, or the
Right.
moisture to the
Yeah.
meat.
It
or
doesn't.
or
It
water
doesn't
as well.
dry out your pasta, basically.
Wicked. Love it. Love
I was
it.
like,
love
that's it.
love
I'm going to give that one a go next.
Okay.
Cool.
So don't set things in the middle of your microwave. Set it in the corner if you got a rotator. That's a good one.
Okay, so mine's kind of linked to both of yours actually, from a foreign language kind of angle and IKEA and a bit of food here as well.
Right.
I learned something
About
which I
foreign
thought,
food.
which was about what the Japanese people say when they're about to have dinner. It's a famous phrase, and I really like this. And I thought,
Kaopi o ashkarometro.
no, that's what we would say.
They were the famous words of.
Yeah.
Yes, Kang.
Yeah, or like like we would go for it. Like we all, like obviously Asian people would like just keep on. Like we kind of really enjoy it and we go for it, and it's that sort of overindulging.
I don't. Sometimes I don't like that though. Do you know when they just keep saying, "Oh, take."
Carlo,
take.
Carlo, yeah, have another one.
I
Have
don't
another one.
like that.
Yeah, but it's very desi.
Very
isn't it?
desi.
Why not? Then I go, yes.
When we
because-
discuss, yeah,
Don't-
dalo in my plate.
But it's just
Dalo.
like, don't force me. I'm enjoying it.
When
I don't want to.
we had falafel
Yeah, but
around
Sach, you've
Kedges-
only had 7 rotis. Why don't you want to have 2 more?
Yeah.
You can't eat. I mean, where are you
when
going
we
to put them?
when we had falafel and kedges, I swear I was testing them because they were coming out like a factory, and I'm like, there's got to be an end to these. And I was like, yeah, all right, we'll go again, and they came out fresh. Well, all right, we'll go again. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll call my bluff. You know when you're like too
Yeah,
far into a
we'll
bad
stop
hand,
now.
you're like, forget it, fold. Don't worry.
So when the Japanese eat, they all say this famous Japanese line, which is harahajibu.
Harahachibu.
Harahajibu, which is a Japanese term which means eat as much as you want until you're 80% full.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that.
Harahajibu, which and I thought, you know what? It's brilliant.
Harahachibu.
And this,
80% full.
oh, he's even made it into a song.
Oh, Hare Larki beautiful. Harachibu, 80% full.
That's Badsha, get on to that now. Because I tell you what, the people of Okinawa will love him because that's where this term originates from. Obviously, if you know about the people of Okinawa, they live the longest on the planet with the most sort of centurions that live in there. And that's how it's apparently the best advice to control your eating habits, which then obviously lowers the rates of illness and heart disease and cancer and all of this kind of thing. And it increases your life expectancy. And when I read that, and I just thought, wow. So now I've been practicing that this week. So whatever, like with pizza or whatever it is, the spaghetti, and you're really enjoying it, then you got to go, say the thing, harajibu, and then you think, actually, only 80%. And obviously, you're never going to know when you hit 80%. But it's that moment of just letting a little bit go.
Yes, I think you should always do
And,
that.
and I think that is really important.
I know Tommy ain't from that school.
No. Okay, 2 things. I think.
No, I know when we all
spoke
go
about
out to eat.
We spoke about this a little while ago about how you say you always leave a bit of food on someone's plate, even if you're a guest.
Yeah.
I know what you mean about not going full. But I think it's better to go small portion and finish it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's why
Yeah.
Japanese people always serve their food in small bowls.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I thought, wait a minute, Indians do that as well.
Thali-
The traditional
Thali's-
thali,
Thali's the
you
same.
have loads of
Yeah,
small
but
bits.
bruv, loads of small. There's about 45 of them.
Yeah, but also you can have it to your own desire. You're not going to try and tackle a dunga for it. And don't forget, one of them's dahi, one of them's yogurt, one of them's rice,
salad.
salad, one is roti.
I'm not sure.
You know, and actually, if I'm thinking about langar, I'm thinking about the godwala, and you think there's only a sabji and a dal.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be.
And yet I
That's
still
what it should
wonder.
be, yeah,
but yet I
agree.
still wonder how we managed to overeat at Masala Zone.
Oh yeah, but masala.
That's an indulgent time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
And we do like to indulge, but I think less of the indulging
Yeah.
and
Can I
more
have-
of the hari hajibu.
Can we have 5 garlic naans? But there's only 2. There's only 3 of you. Yes. Don't question me again, please. Thank you.
No, but you need the garlic. If you're
Oh
going
my
there, you need the
God.
garlic naan
Fully.
Come on. You can't
Garlic. Let's just take a moment.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Are we doing a garlic appreciation?
My mouth just filled with water as a garlic naan skidding its way through any kind of tari, any kind of salan, whatever you call your sauce, whether it's dal, paneer, that kind of.
Oh, I think you could do garlic naan in the morning. If you're listening to this podcast in the morning, it won't offend you. It won't offend you to go, actually, I've just had my Weetabix, but Tommy's just put out a bit of curry and a little bit of garlic naan. Give it a swipe.
I'd just smash it
You
without
would
the
swipe
curry.
it.
If it's a piping hot garlic naan, you could eat it like that.
Yeah, on its own.
Sometimes you don't need the curry.
Yeah, tell me how that's any different from like a focaccia or something. I mean,
Yeah.
It is. It's the
A
same
beautiful
thing.
croissant in the morning. Oh.
garlic naan with anything. You
A-
get a
a
bit of
jar.
cheese in
I'll
it,
have it with a
bit
jar.
bit of yogurt. Oh my word! Sorry, and I'm now picturing garlic naan just going through
Swipe.
like dal makhani.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and as you look at that in your little cone that you've made,
There's no better sight.
there is no.
There is, that is almost, that needs to have
Right.
some sort of like over 18 sort of certificate because it could be dangerous.
Right, there you
Yes.
go. I think we'll leave it on that nice happy note then. We'll leave
Very
you thinking
happy.
of garlic naan.
Have a, you know what actually? Have a naan.
Yeah.
Yes, have a naan.
On
Please
us.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels like a slogan from an advert or something like that. Today we want or like Boris Johnson, hashtag hands face and all that kind of hashtag have a naan, to the nation.
Have a naan, but only 80% of it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, sorry. On that note, good. I'm glad you brought it back to that because isn't that really the rule for everything? Don't do anything to the max. Even when you're training, they say don't train to 100%.
Yeah.
Train to between 60 and 80%.
Oh, I've never heard it in training.
Yeah, they said that because if
Yeah.
you go all out, you're going to be busted. If you go all out. When I did nuclear races, which pushed me to the max in terms of my running and this thing, I was busted for 3-4 days. Everything ached. But then if you do that in the gym, then you can't train the next day. So you train at 60%, have a little workout, get your little swell, and then you can go back the next day and train again and train again and train again. And you're not stressing your knees or your hips or anything else or your back out.
Fair enough.
And I remember, this is such a weird random tangent to connect it to, is the Golden Girls. Remember the Golden Girls, the TV show?
Yeah.
I watched them
Briefly.
in an interview, and they went, how comes you look so good? And they went, we never eat to the max.
Oh.
Particularly before bed, they said we go to bed a little bit even hungry. But then we wake up and have what we want for breakfast. But I was like, that was the key. And Akshay Kumar said the same thing as well. You don't need to eat after 6 o'clock and all
Yeah.
that. So yeah, right. Don't do anything to excess. I think don't do anything to 100%.
Exactly.
That's the lesson. That's my
Yeah,
little lesson.
but what you should do a little bit in excess is a bit of homework in your fantasy Premier League team, especially if you are one of the organisers
knew it
of
was
it,
coming. I thought I was trying to
and
wrap
you're
up.
then inviting loads of people to come and try and beat you at
I'm
it.
not the. Hold on a minute. Whoa. See, that's how rumors spread again, right? I'm not the organizer of it, right? Who sent who
It's the
code?
Brownload League. How
Yeah.
many people are in the Brownload podcast? 3. Therefore, the challenge is you've got to try and beat 3 of them.
The host.
At the moment, we have a top 3, which doesn't include us. But I can tell you that in top place, let's shout out Vijay Patel with a massive, after week 1, 115 points. Walloped it.
What did
His
he
team
do?
name, Ishan Smile. Then we've got Amandeep Pathak with the Invincibles, 107. And then Aditya Nugraha with 106.
Nugraha,
going with the most
Nugraha.
original team name, the Reds. So...
Oh. Can I just say,
Yeah.
we're never going to big them guys up again. I'm just gonna put
Well,
that-
no, well,
you
that's
think-
the challenge. Come on, you 3, make sure you prove Sachin wrong.
I don't think
make
it's
sure
gonna happen.
you do. But can I also say, Tommy's mate, Neil Nayaka, is in there in
He's a
the
number
6th, yeah.
Joint 6. There's a
With
few people at 6.
Quarantine, I like it. He's gone for the lockdown theme of a name there. I'm loving
where
that.
are we then?
And also, can I say the one above him, No Cane, No Gain,
Yeah.
Taran Vagri,
Yeah.
is my wife's nephew.
Wow. So we got big players.
Apple Vias is in there with noble intentions. He's
Right.
a regular to the podcast, a good friend. Jay, number 10, he's my nephew. That's my sister's kid.
So that's
My
just weird.
word.
So basically,
hang on, this is all your family.
Yeah, but there's like over 150 people in
well,
this
no.
league.
Also, what it shows is that the Sandu family actually know about football. What
No,
happened to
but
you?
I'm telling you now, none of them listen to the podcast. They're just doing this to cuss me. And I got messages from them this week. They went and they're screenshotting my score and they're screenshotting my team and they're going, "What happened? What happened? Are you all right? Do you need help?" All this stuff. I'm getting heckled at by like 12-year-olds with wispy moustaches.
Well, I mean, if there's any consolation, you're not bottom, but you're third bottom.
Am I really third from bottom?
Yeah, because
Wow.
the bottom person, let's give him a shout. Sahira Mughal with 24 points. Then we've got Oh Mere with 27. And then we've got Tommy Sandu with 30
points.
miserable
How did
points.
you make 30 points?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Go on, tell him. You can tell
He
him.
had Aubameyang and Lacazette up front, and they both didn't play.
I thought Arsenal would
Wally.
smash up Brentford, and then I found out they weren't even playing. And then
It was too late by then.
And actually, what I did do. Okay, do you remember? Let me take you back 4, 5, 6
Did you,
years.
hang on, did you autofill?
Wait, do you remember? Let me take you back 4 or 5 years, right? When I did really well in my first ever
Yeah.
fantasy league, and it was on the radio.
Yeah.
And I was number one in the league, and it had like 500 people in the league.
Yeah.
I was number one for weeks.
For a few weeks, yeah.
I did auto select. So I
Right.
thought, you know what, Tommy? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So I went back and did auto select. Lacazette and Aubameyang came up.
It was a good shout.
In the team. I thought they know what auto select knows. Trust in their algorithm.
Correct.
Trust in the algorithm and clues.
And did it help you this week?
Rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
No, I scored 30 points. Yeah,
And
I fluffed it big
I
time.
heard Aubameyang's going to leave soon. So
He might be going, yeah.
he might be going.
So, yeah.
Well, there you
gotta
go.
address that.
Bit of surgery for Tommy's team for next week.
Well, anyway, so don't worry. There's hope for you, Cyber and Orr, who are the last two people below me. But I'm also of the mindset. I don't know if you are, Satch, that it's not how you start. Hold on, sorry, Kedge, it's an important line I want to share
Yeah,
with
go
everyone.
on.
It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
No, I
Yes.
agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you. I agree with
Yes.
you. But I always think you should have a good start.
True.
Yes.
But if the India cricket team are anything to go by,
Yeah.
you know, you can have an okay start, you can wobble in the middle, and you can still bring
Peak
it
in the
back.
middle.
In fact, yeah. So I'm going to take inspiration from my fantasy team from Shami and Bumrah and also Sharma and KL.
Yeah.
And hello Ishant as well. We've got to
Yeah.
big him up as well. From that their desire to win outdid their fear of losing.
There we go.
So that's it. Let your desire
Very
to
wise
win
words.
outdo your fear of losing. Go and have a
Brilliant
wicked
words.
week. And we will catch you next week. Satch, have a wicked time in Ghana.
won't see me,
Please
yeah.
don't die. And we will catch you when he's back. And we look forward to whoever is going to be sitting in for him next week. And maybe him
Surprise
forever.
guest.
But no, not forever. Not forever. It's only
Just
1
1
week.
week.
Then he'll be back. He
Yes,
will.
I
He'll be
will.
back. Take care, guys. And we'll catch you next week. Look after yourselves.
Laters.
Laters.